Now in this video we'll see bubbling events in the routed event context. So basically here, whenever any particular component in WPF will generate an event, the flow, the routing of that particular event will go from top to down as a bubble goes inside a water. Alright, so here what we are going to see is the visual tree in which the routing will go from the above component which is generated by any component in your Windows. So let's see a practical implementation of your bubbling events.
So let's get started with the bubbling event. So for performing the bubbling event, as I said, like bubbling event means the event will go from down to top in the visual tree. So let's see how it happens. So basically I'll again go for the button control, which we are already familiar with. Alright, so I'll just drag this button to a bit like this. Alright, and for now I'm just removing the content of this button. Alright, because in WPF whatever you put inside a button, that is a content. So I'll just make it a pair tag like this, and right here inside what I'm going to do is I will again put the button. Alright, so again we have a button. Let me put some height and width for that. Like height is equal to 30, width is equal to 80. Alright, and I'm sorry, that's not a border, that's button. Alright, and now the content is, let's say, it inner button. Alright, so again let me drag it a bit. So this is the inner button. I have a couple of buttons. The outer one is the outer button, and then there's an inner button. Alright, so now if I will execute that, you can see that clearly in the logical tree as well and in the visual tree as well, there are some hierarchies changed. Like in the content presenter, I'll expand, there's a button, and then again inside that button there is again a button. Alright, so there are a couple of buttons inside. Let me rename them. Like this is the outer button, and I'll put a name to this one also. Like this is inner button. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will first generate the handler for the outer button. So I'll double click on the outer button, that will generate outer button click, and right here what I'll do, I'll say message box dot show outer button clicked. Alright, so let's execute it now. So you see, when I'm clicking on this button, I say outer button clicked. But even if I'll click this inner button, I'll get outer button clicked as the output. Why? Because this is going as a bubble. As I said, bubble will go towards the top from the bottom. So in hierarchy, obviously inner button is coming under the outer button. But when I'm clicking over the inner button, it doesn't have its own inner any handler. Alright, I haven't generated any handler for this inner button. So since that one is missing, so it is directly executing the outer button message, which is the outer button. Alright, so when I'm clicking, you are again getting the message outer button clicked. Okay, now let's see what happens if I'll generate the handler for the inner button as well. So let's do that. And here also I'll do the similar thing. I'll just change it from outer to inner. Alright, so let's execute it again. So things will remain same if I'll keep clicking the outer button, that is outer button clicked. But when I'll say inner button, when I click on the inner button, let me make it center. So you see, firstly it is saying inner button clicked, and then it is saying outer button clicked. That simply means if I'll again go to the visual tree, so how it is going, this is the inner button. Alright, this is the inner button, and then it's the outer button. So first the event for this inner button got executed, and then it came for the outer button, and that is what the bubbling of event or the bubbling routed event means. Alright, it is actually routing from inner to outer, from inner to the outer button, from lower to the upper element in the element tree. So basically, let's see why we actually want such things to happen. Alright, so let's take a very simple example where maybe I want to perform a couple of things all together. Alright, so what I'll do is I will first do like this dot title. I would just want to change the title of this window to changed title. Alright, and obviously then the message will also be coming. So let's execute it. When I'm clicking here, you see message is also here and title is also changed to change title. Alright, so basically you can perform a couple of things or maybe multiple things altogether just by the different controls, and since the different actions are pretty different to each other, we can't do everything right here. So basically you are also providing the modularity, like each particular different task is contained under the different click definition. Alright, so this is the major benefit of working with the routed events, and just now we learned about the bubble events.